Very. Who's got pick one?
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Do you know what you're taking?
You
Go ahead and tell him.
No,
Not in front of us.
No, he'll have it on his phone. He'll report it, and then I'll say,
Just be like, be ready to roll. Like,
yeah.
Just
in the same year.
Yeah, and I'll cut over.
Well, the queue doesn't.
Yeah, I'm gonna start out with like, hello, Catamounts, welcome to our first annual. I don't know if it's annual. It's
weird.
Live fantasy football draft.
I mean, I've done the
here at
queue
Western.
before
We're
It gives you
gonna
like
turn
10
things over to our
seconds before
commissioner
it
Dom
actually
here, who's
locks.
gonna announce the first pick. Right, that's simple enough. Oh, okay.
Why does Jay snowball? Everyone boo when he comes to
Yeah. Okay. Hello, Catamount fans, and welcome to our first broadcast of the WHEE T.S Fantasy Football Draft. Here to get things started, we are going to flip things over to our commissioner, Dom, who's going to be approaching the podium right now.
Boo! All right, let's get this thing going. All right, the WHEE T.S Draft is officially open. All right, and with that being said, let's get going. First pick in. Seem to be having some technical difficulties here.
Pick is in. It's in. The pick is in.
All right. Well, I'm right now trying to see what the pick is. And we got ourselves the first pick. And with that being said, with the first pick of the 2025 WHEE T.S Draft. Oh God, sorry. They select Bijan Robinson.
You said you were going Saquon.
Absolutely stunning.
It's a good pick.
Just building the system.
I'd have to say, I'm not really shocked that the team called Atlanta Avengers took Bijan. That seems like the likely option. And I'm going to have to say I like that pick. I like Bijan a lot. I think he's a great running back. I wouldn't be my number one, but I think he's still a solid pick at that spot. Let's put things back over to the commissioner for the second overall pick.
Over there. All right. With the second overall pick, Chap selects Saquon Barkley for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Wow, what a pick. Honestly, yeah, that makes sense.
It does.
He was definitely on my board at number 4. I think Saquon's a great player. I'm a little worried that it just seems inconceivable he'll replicate what he did last season, but he's still a great runner, great value. I'm fine with Saquon being taken at 2.
And with a third overall pick, Ryan Creel selects Jamar Chase, wide receiver, Cincinnati Bengals.
You saw that coming.
That's tough. That's tough. That was going to be my pick. Let's see here. Now we look at the board. Jamar is a great pick at 3. That's just obvious value for a Triple Crown receiver. It's really great value. I think that's a good pick. And now I'm on the clock, so let's see what I want to pick as I consider this. I'm going to go with... all right, my pick is in. My pick is in.
All right, let's go ahead and get this next pick out of the way. And let me get my board up just a quick second. With the 4th pick in the 2025 WHEE T.S Fantasy Draft, Owen Fleming selects Justin Jefferson.
You suck, Owen.
I think I took a great receiver here. I think that might have been the best pick of the draft so far, in my non-biased opinion as an analyst. Now we're going to move over back to pick 5. We have another pick coming up right now.
Indeed we do. Coming up with the 5th pick, Jerry Jones Nightmare selects Jahmyr Gibbs, running back, Detroit Lions.
Good pick.
Give him Gibbs.
I like Gibbs. He's a good running back. I was a little hesitant to take him at 4 because of his timeshare with David Montgomery. I don't really like having a 1A and 1B in a scenario like that. I'd rather have a 1A receiver like Jefferson, but I still think Gibbs has a lot of potential here. That's still an okay pick at 5.
Our next pick coming up here, and with the 7th pick in the 2025 WHEE T.S Draft, E. Johnson selects C.D. Lamb, Cowboys, wide receiver.
Nice pick.
Thank you.
No, it wasn't.
He is my wide receiver 2 in the draft, but I have some other players on the board who I'd be a little more above. I think CD still has great potential. I don't know about the Cowboys in general, so I'm a little hesitant with them, but it's an okay pick, I think. It's all right.
Liam Bridgman, hurry up, dude. Go work a 9 to 5 or whatever. Being all famous in Bristol.
You seem like you have a lot of things about Liam
Notable
Bridgman.
alumni alert, by the way.
What if he's working right now and he's just showing his draft live?
All right, we have the pick is in. The pick is in.
Oh, it's in. The pick is in.
The pick is in. And with the with the 7th pick in this year's draft, Liam Bridgman selects Christian McCaffrey, running back, San Francisco 49ers. And with that, we're going to go right to the next pick. And with the next pick, Jack McBriar takes Josh Allen.
A quarterback in the first round?
Let's go.
There's being different, and then there's being stupid.
One thing I told him not to do. I said, Jack, don't draft a quarterback early. That's the one thing I told him not to do, and he took a quarterback.
I did it anyway.
I like McCaffrey, even though he could get hurt, just because I'm an old biased Panthers fan. But
I support your decision.
Here's another weird first pick.
All right, first pick.
Oh,
What we got
wow.
here?
That's
Mark
not weird.
Poff.
That's not weird.
That's not weird.
That's not weird at all.
I support that
With
pick.
the next pick, Mark Poff selects Brock Bowers, Las Vegas Raiders, tight end.
That's a valid pick. That was the pick you should have made. That's the. You're gonna lose fantasy now.
And?
I like Bowers a lot. Georgia Bulldog, as my dad went there. Brock is a stud. He's a great player. He got a quarterback upgrade in Geno Smith this year. I think his numbers are going to be even better. I think that's a great pick there. Yeah, now we have Max on the board, who is also CPU.
Let's see here. Did he make
Hurry up,
he's
please.
Still making that pick
Actually,
right now.
Would it be fair if I wound up taking a QB because I have like the 14th pick?
He's in play right now for me.
It's a bad strategy.
But I can get. I can't even get my guy. Jack took him.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. You have back-to-back picks. It doesn't matter what you do.
That's
You're
true.
gonna be
That's
able
true.
He's taking his time there.
It just takes a while in between picks.
I listened to you.
No, you didn't.
You drafted Josh Allen in the first round.
That's my dad's favorite player.
Yeah, I don't care.
You
if
could have
it's
gotten
your
him in like
mom's
round
favorite
3
player.
or
It's a
4.
terrible first round strategy.
He listened to you, but he just didn't.
He took the opposite of the advice I gave.
Max might get
is
auto
taking his time here.
drafted.
We might have
He
an
heard
auto
you out.
selection.
That was about
Auto
it.
selection. Malik Neighbors.
My take. Let's see here. All right, with the yeah,
Yeah.
with the with next pick, Max selects Malik Neighbors, wide receiver, New York Giants. And with that, I'm on the clock.
Don't mess it
Yeah, boo me, please.
Sound like you want us to.
I can't tell if that was sarcasm or not.
Neighbors is a
dude.
solid
It's been like 5
receiver, but I feel
Hurry
hesitant
up!
Hey, I'm the
investing in
commissioner
any
here.
form of the Giants offense. Old Russell Wilson and Jackson Dart don't really move me. So while Neighbors could still get some decent points, he would not be who I would have taken there at that pick, just to be honest. We've still got some good guys on the board.
I hope I beat you specifically.
Oh, this might be a risk, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. All right, I'll take this guy because he's been great.
Oh.
With the
God.
and with the next pick, I select Amara St. Brown, wide receiver, Detroit Lions. That's right.
That pick stinks. Any pick the commissioner makes, terrible. I don't abide by them. I think the Lions are going to fall off this year. Boo. Boo that man. But in all seriousness, Amon-Ra is still a good receiver, and he'll probably score some touchdowns this year.
I wanted him.
Unless he gets hurt week 1.
Score at least one, maybe.
At least he will start a game this year.
Play one game.
He'll play one game.
We got
Play a
Dan
snap.
Reed.
One
We
game.
got
Dan Reed, another notable alumni, taking his sweet time with the draft pick.
How dare all these people who have graduated and don't go here anymore miss this event?
That's what I'm saying. This is a world-class production right here. Like, come on.
World class.
Thank you.
Coloi's best.
Bless you.
Coloi's finest.
Western Carolina's finest.
Coloi's finest fantasy draft player is all I want to hear.
Hey,
Yeah.
Leo, who you taking?
I don't know. I got two picks.
Who do you want to take right now?
He's already been taken.
I wonder who did that.
Okay.
Were you
one
gonna-
I wanted Josh Allen, and then and the other was St. Brown. I wanted those two.
Yeah, St. Brown.
Run out.
It's gonna run out.
It's gonna auto.
Another auto draft.
Auto.
Oh, Dan's probably not his computer right now. I apologize, folks.
We'll have to come up with something to talk
All right, there we go.
Okay,
Puka.
that's fine.
All right,
That's
with
auto.
the next pick, Dan Reed selects Puka Nakua, wide receiver, Los Angeles Rams.
In terms of auto picks, that's a good one. Puka's a great receiver. I mean, in terms of auto, it's hard to do much worse. Stafford is still a great gunslinger. He'll get him the ball. McVay's going to scheme him up. And they got Devontae Adams now to take pressure off of him. So if anything, that's just going to improve Puka's efficiency. I think he's going to have another great season.
Pretty good receiving core.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. We're in. We're in. All right. With the next pick, Bradlin takes A.J. Brown, wide receiver, Philadelphia Eagles.
I think that's a good pick. I think that Brown, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't have taken him there. I have some other guys on my board ahead of him. I think the Eagles are just kind of limited in terms of a receiving game as long as Saquon keeps getting fed the ball. So I think there are other players who have some high upside there. I'm not the biggest fan of that pick, if I'm honest.
All right.
All right. The pick.
Leo, hurry up.
The pick
no,
is
I'll wait
in.
for
The
him to
pick
finish.
is in. With the
Bruh.
next pick, Leo takes Derrick Henry, running back, Baltimore Ravens.
Why? Look at you messing up everyone's plans.
Jacob's looking at me. He is devastated.
I'm not devastated. I just can't decide which is worse, taking Josh Allen in the first round or Derrick Henry.
Leo,
Yeah,
you're
at least I got the quarterback.
Still probably worse, the quarterback. I think that Derrick Henry's a great running back. There are two specific guys I have ahead of him who I would have taken here. But as long as Father Time continues to not affect him, I think he'll still probably have a good season. He's just probably not who I would have taken with my first-round pick. But overall, I think the Ravens still have a decent offense. I think that he's going to run the ball. He's going to score a lot of touchdowns as long as Father Time doesn't catch him. But it's a big if. I would have taken a younger guy.
I feel like I'm about to make Jacob make a funnier reaction.
What are you taking? Oh my goodness.
Justin Herbert!
All right. All right. With the next pick, Leo takes quarterback Justin Herbert from the Chargers.
That might be worse
Goated.
than Josh Allen.
He's rage baiting. He's rage baiting.
No, I'm actually not. I'm actually not.
Goated with the sauce.
These guys are going to be the death of me. As an analyst, I just have to decry everything that's going on here. Justin Herbert in the second round, that's a horrible pick. That's the worst pick of the draft, and it likely will remain that way. Why would you?
Worse than Josh Allen in the first.
It's worse because Josh Allen's a much better quarterback, and you had other quarterbacks on the board who could have done more than him if you really wanted
Lamar
one.
Jackson would have been probably better.
Yes.
Team Tsunami,
Oh,
hurry
I
up.
supported you on that one.
Oh yeah, thank you. I'm sorry, I was halfway.
Ooh.
Oh, we got?
Ooh. Well, that was a hard
Hold on. Okay. Hold on.
Who's about to be dead?
All right, here we go. Let me just
Wow,
get
what
onto
happened?
there. All right.
Oh no. I just
Oh,
realized
okay.
what happened.
Did he take your quarterback?
Oh, my thing is messing up. Okay. All right, with the next picks, Bradley takes quarterback from Washington, Jaden Daniels, and the next pick, Daniel Reed takes Ashton Genty, running back, Las Vegas. And with that, your commish is on there.
At least I got my quarterback.
As we approach the second round, I have to say, Jaden Daniels, I know Jacob will be mad about that one. That's tough. That's a tough loss for him to take. He might have to negotiate a trade with whoever has the rights to him. Gianti, that's a great pick. I think Gianti has the potential to be a top 5 running back this year. I think he's going to have a great season with the Raiders, and I love that pick a lot more than I love the quarterback picks before that.
You got 2 picks coming up. Your commish selects Brian Robinson Thomas Jr., wide receiver, Jacksonville.
You said Brian Robinson Jr.
Brian Thomas, sorry.
No, you almost said Brian. You said Brian
Almost.
Robinson.
I heard Brian Robinson.
All right, and the next pick, Max takes Devon A. Chan, running back, Miami Dolphins.
Is that how you say it?
I think so.
Yeah, I think that's yeah.
I like those picks. I think Brian Thomas Jr. will have a great year. I think the Jags signed a new offensive coordinator who's had proven success. I think Trevor's going to get him the ball. I think it's going to be pretty good. A-Chain, he's a good running back. Miami just kind of gives me bad vibes right now in terms of toxicity. I still think he'll probably have a pretty good season, though. For a young running back, you could do worse.
Next up, we got ourselves two more picks. Yes, we do. Mark Pomp takes Lamar Jackson, quarterback, Baltimore Ravens. And then Jack McBriar takes with the next picks Nico Collins, wide receiver, Texans.
Horrible pick.
I know.
Horrible pick.
What would have been your reaction if I picked?
That was a fine pick, Jacob. I wouldn't hate on Nico Collins. He already had a slump. I mean, it
gonna
can't
have
get much
another one.
worse. I think that Nico Collins is a great receiver. I think Lamar is probably the best quarterback who's been taken so far in terms of fantasy value. And Mark got him in the second round because he's playing smarter than some other people here. But in all honesty, I think those are okay picks. I'm not mad.
Coming
I'm
up with
just-
the
I'm
next pick,
Stephen A. Smith and pick.
Liam Bridgman selects running back from the Indianapolis Colts, Jonathan Taylor.
6, 7.
It's an okay pick. It's an okay pick, but also Colts are a little worrying. I think JT's had his great years. I think he could have another one in him, but there are a few other players I have on my board over him than I would have taken at this moment.
Don't do it. Don't you do it.
All right, we got.
Oh, you did do it.
Got another pick coming up here. It's going to be another running back. Johnson takes Bucky Irving, running back from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
That's an
my
amazing
pick's
pick.
in, by the
That
way.
is an amazing pick.
All right, we'll keep it going. We got a pick in
Thank you.
from Jacob Pendergraft, or Jerry Jones' nightmare. We got Drake London, wide receiver, Atlanta Falcons.
God bless.
Goated pick.
I think those are good picks. Bucky Irving, very underrated running back. He's going to be the RB1 for the whole season this year, which should inflate his value compared to when he was a rookie last year and didn't get as much burn. I stupidly traded him last year for a second-round pick because I thought he was going to become the backup, and that trade really bit me, so I think that's a great pick. And now I'm on the clock again, so let me just make my pick now, and my pick is in. Thank you very much. And Drake London, also good pick. Sorry. Yeah.
Yep, the pick is in, Owen. In fact, you selected Josh Jacobs, running back, Green Bay Packers.
I need a running back. I took the best one available. I feel like that's a fine pick at my position. You know, I think Josh Jacobs, pretty great running back. Green Bay's going to have a good offense this year, so I'm pretty fine with that for myself. I'm going to give myself, you know what, in fact, I'm breaking out the whiteboard for this. 10 out of 10. Look at that. That's my rating. Great pick. Thanks,
All right,
Jack.
we got ourselves another pick. Enough. We got ourselves another pick, this time coming from Ryan Creel. He selects Chase Brown, running back, Cincinnati Bengals.
Creel, that was a terrible pick.
Chase Brown's not bad. He had a good season last year.
Yeah, but Trey McBride's on the board.
He is, but, you know, tight end is a limited. Oh, well, not anymore.
Not anymore.
It's mine now.
Sorry for tipping picks,
That was like
but
the
as
big
insider,
hard
I have to.
All right, for the next pick, Chap selects McBride, tight end from the Arizona Cardinals, and we got ourselves another pick. We got T. Higgins, taken by Marvel.
Well, sounds like you're upset about
I mean, Trey McBride, he's a great tight end. I thought about taking him, but I wanted to get a bona fide starting A running back over a tight end. T. Higgins, I don't really like that pick. He's a wide receiver, too. There's some other guys I would have taken above him on the board right now. Because also T just gets hurt a lot, so I'm not the biggest fan of that. But, you know, you can't win them all.
Sure you can.
Unless you're Jack, in which case you will never.
You know what? And I'm still winning at losing.
Jack, you will. There is a
You
punishment.
are the there
Wait,
is-
what?
There's
There is a
punishment.
punishment for the one
What's the punishment?
for the one who finishes the worst. We don't know.
We haven't figured that part out yet.
Wait a minute, I didn't know this. Hold on.
Should have listened to Owen.
There's a punishment for
You
who
know
the
what?
audience thinks has the worst draft grade.
You got back to back.
You could
That's
wax
pretty
my legs.
That's-
wrong.
it's a
I got
snake
first
draft.
overall.
Snake draft. Yeah.
I mean, I've technically also got back to back, so.
Probably never.
You know, Owen, you could wax
I somehow
my legs
managed
I
to
know
make it-
Liam Bridgman is watching this right now. Hi, Liam. Thank you for not auto-drafting.
Look, Owen, you got plenty
No one
of-
cares about me. Because I took Justin Herbert.
All right.
Hey, bro, you about to auto-draft. James, hurry up, bro. You about to auto-draft.
All right.
I do have a point, but.
All right, we got ourselves another pick. Jay selects Devontae Adams, wide receiver, Los Angeles Rams.
I'm okay with that pick. I think Devontae is a great receiver. He was been hampered by a terrible situation in Las Vegas over the past few seasons. He's getting out of that, and he's getting given Matthew Stafford, who's a proven Super Bowl winning quarterback, and he's got Puka Nacua on the other side of him. They're going to eat this year. They're like my top wide receiver duo besides Chase and Higgins at the moment.
Between two.
No.
Kyle Pitts whispers in your sleep.
Kyle Pitts?
Give me this. Give me this. I'll take this.
No, I'm taking Bill.
I
Alright,
should
the
have taken
pick-
Kyle Pitts.
The
first
pick
round
is
if I'm
in.
being
The pick
honest.
is in. And with the next pick, Chap selects Kyron Williams, running back, Los Angeles Rams. Another Ram.
Back-to-back Rams.
I'm all for investing in the Rams. Sean McVay, or Sean McVay as some may call him, is a fantastic coach. He's a great young guy. He's going to win another Super Bowl soon. It could even be this year. Who knows? But Kyron's a great running back. He's led the league in carries, or he's gotten close to it each of the past few years. That's a good pick of that value.
We got it. All right. All right, with the next pick, Ryan Creel selects Lad McConkey, Los Angeles Chargers, and a Georgia Bulldog. Must feel bad on.
Tragic. I really was going to take him with my next pick here. So now I have to say I think Lad's a great pick. He's the wide receiver 1 for the Chargers. They didn't add anyone besides like their old washed up Mike Williams. So he's going to eat this year. He was great at Georgia. He's been great at Los Angeles. I see no reason why his trajectory won't go up. And now I am making my next pick here, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but at this spot it's hard to turn down.
With the next pick, Owen Fleming selects Tyreek Hill, wide receiver, Miami Dolphins.
Decent pick.
Tyreek's a great receiver. I mean, he had a bit of a down year last year because he got hurt, but when he's healthy, he can stretch the field like no other. He's quick, he's fast. On normal seasons, he's like top 5 wide receiver. So I'm going to take the risk that he's going to come back this year and be more like his normal self.
All right. We got another pick coming in. Next pick, Jerry Jones' worst nightmare, also Jacob right here, selects Terry McLaurin, wide receiver, Washington Commanders.
Boom. Scary Terry.
Former Buckeye.
Former Buckeye. Yeah.
He got his guy. After all that drama over the contract extension, Terry finally put pen to paper. He's back in the building. I think Jaden and him are going to pick up where they left off. Going to be a good season. There's some guys I had a little bit over him, but Terry still a good pick at that spot.
All right, we got our next pick coming in. Johnson selects James Cook, running back, Buffalo Bills.
That's a fire pick.
That's going to be mine.
That is a good pick. Former Georgia Bulldog, James Cook, just signed another contract extension. He was very impressive last year. I see no reason to believe why he can't be even better, because James Cook, he was a little sketchy to start off his career. I know I didn't really believe on him at first, but as it's gone on, he's improved a lot. I think he's a bona fide RB1.
Ourselves our next pick, our lovely Liam Bridgman selects Jackson Smith-Njigba, wide receiver, Seattle Seahawks.
Good pick, Liam. Really good pick. Liam knows ball.
You're gonna be
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
All
no.
right.
Hurry up and announce the pick.
I need the camera to be on me. Okay. For the next pick, Jack McBriar, who's probably going to get the punishment, selects the defense and special teams of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Wow.
Great pick. Great pick. It's the number 1 defense.
The integrity of this league has been shattered by one man. One man is out to sabotage it all. That is I can tell Jack is just trolling at this point because he's mad that he's gonna have to face a punishment. It's unfortunate, but here we go. We got 2 other picks in that are actually real. So let's continue on to those.
We indeed do have
That are actually real.
2 next picks. We have Mark Poff. Mark Poff taking Alvin Kamara, running back, New Orleans Saints, and then Max taking Jalen Hurts, quarterback, Philadelphia Eagles. And now I get the pick. Now, granted, I'm going to be a little bit risky, but I think this is not a risk.
Kamara's got a lot of potential to be another, but also the Saints. I don't like the Saints. They have Spencer Rattler starting at quarterback right now, dude. That is just a situation that I would not want to be a part of. Future number 1 pick, in my opinion, will go to them. I like Kamara, but the Saints worry me. Jalen Hurts, he's a good quarterback, but I wouldn't have taken him here. Next pick, I like a little better.
All right, we got some more picks coming up here. We got from me, your commissioner, selecting Joe Burrow, quarterback, Cincinnati Bengals. And next up, we got our lovely Daniel Reed taking Garrett Wilson, wide receiver, New York Jets.
I wanted to.
Joe Burrow, I had him above Hurts. I would have taken him above him. He's MVP in my eyes. He's going to have another great year. Garrett Wilson, the Jets, they have Justin Fields as their quarterback, so you really don't know what you're going to get in this scenario. I don't like betting on the Jets just because it usually turns out poorly, but you can make that pick if you want. And now we've got the next pick up.
Next pick coming from Bradley over here. We got ourselves Henderson, running back for the New England Patriots.
Trayvon Henderson.
If you saw what he did in the preseason.
That guy knows ball. He knows ball. Trayvon is a great pick. He's been a fantastic in the preseason. He was Ohio State's leading rusher. That's a good pick for New England, who desperately needed a better running back, and they got it in Henderson. He's going to have a stud year. Potential offensive rookie of the year, maybe. We'll see.
All right, we got some picks coming in here. We got ourselves the finishing of the third round. We got ourselves Leo taking Marvin Harrison Jr., wide receiver from the Cardinals. And then Leo is back on the clock again.
Marvin Harrison Jr., he was hyped up a lot last year. He did not show me that he was worth that hype. Maybe he can progress, but his last year had enough red flags that I wouldn't feel comfortable taking him over some of the other names here. Overall, though, I can understand why he made the pick. I just personally wouldn't have made it.
All right, we got ourselves the pick coming in. Leo selects. Here, Jacob, you go.
With the first pick of the fourth round, Leo selects Patrick Mahomes, quarterback Kansas City Chiefs.
He already has Herbert, too.
Wait, you took
Quarterback,
two
he's good.
quarterbacks.
He's good on QBs.
He's good on QB.
Why are y'all just out to ruin this thing? Why are we faking this? This is supposed to be legitimate. Y'all drafting 2 quarterbacks? I think we need to institute a rule that you have to trade one of those by a certain point, because that is just, what a bad pick. I'm sorry. That's just bad.
Patrick
I respect the hustle.
Mahomes?
Should I trade the rest of my draft then?
No.
I don't think that's possible.
Nothing but quarterbacks.
Okay, we got
All
2
right, we
picks.
ready? What is that? Pick number 2 of the 4th round. Xavier Worthy? Wide receiver, Kansas City Chiefs. He's trying to make sure that Leo don't get them Patrick
The Chiefs
Mahomes.
just coming off the board.
Yeah. With the 3rd pick, Dan Reed selects Omari Hampton, running back. And with the
Picks are flying in.
y'all slow down.
It's the
We gotta give
computer.
time to react.
It's the computer.
Those are 2 auto drafts. With the is that 5th round of the 4th round of 5th pick of the 4th round,
Fourth pick of the 4th round.
That's number 4.
Yes.
Dom Siani selects Kenneth Walker III, running back, Seattle. And then with the pick after that, Max Pokukankan selects George Kittle, tight end.
I mean,
All right, Paul.
I like Kenneth Walker. Xavier Worthy, that's high. I have other guys I would have picked over him, but I understand the potential of a Chiefs wide receiver 1. It's an attractive bet. I've been trying to trade for him in my dynasty leagues, so I've been trying to get him in some. But Worthy's a good pick. I think he has potential to be really good. Hampton, I don't know, because Najee is still the running back 1 there as far as the time being. We'll see if that's still the case after week 1, but I think he'd have a chance. Kittle, good tight end. Probably the best tight end left. Mike Evans. Oh, I just announced the pick on accident. Sorry. Mike Evans was the 4th pick of the 6th round by Pops Magic Dragons. I'm just trying to read them off. But Evans is a great receiver. Yeah.
Jack McBrayer selects Cameron Dicker.
Bro.
Kicker.
The last name was too funny.
He picks Dicker the kicker. He doesn't even pick the man that kicked the 70-yard field goal.
The
He
name
picks the
was
one that rhymes.
The name was funny.
I'm going to continue to not
With
give
the pick
Jack the
after
time
that, Liam Bridgman selects. How do you say that? What's the first name of that?
DJ Moore.
DJ Moore, wide
Kicker
receiver
makes
from
my
the
career
Bears. I think that's a solid pick. Good job, Liam.
That is a good pick.
Ben
That is a
Johnson,
good pick.
great offensive coordinator. The Bears are going to be improved a lot this year. DJ has the chance to return back to his old Carolina days in form, I think. DJ's a great player. If the quarterback is more accurate this year, he's going to have a great year. Dang. Dang.
That's exactly.
Look at this roster right now.
All right.
I have a pick to announce.
All right,
What is this? Pick number 9 of the 4th round. Elijah Johnson selects Tataroa McMillan, wide receiver of the Carolina Panthers.
I like it.
I like that pick. I like that pick.
T-Mac.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah.
Are you gonna announce it before?
Ted McMillan,
Select
great pick. He's probably the player I'm most hyped about as a non-biased Panthers fan, repping the Sam Darnold jersey here. I think Ted's going to have a great year. I think he's going to pop off and prove the doubters wrong about Bryce Young. Watch out, y'all. Bryce Young, franchise quarterback. Franchise quarterback. All right.
And with the 10th pick of the 4th round, Jerry Jones's nightmare, Jacob Pendergraph, selects Baker Mayfield, quarterback, Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
You sound sad about
And now my pick is in as well.
Get a good quarterback.
Man! No! So
Dang.
close!
Cuba, that's a good one.
I'm shocked.
Juba falling as far
I
as
know.
he did is
I was
insane.
like, oh my god.
With
if he
the
falls to me-
11th pick of the 4th round, Owen Fleo Titan selects Chuba Hubbard. Hubbard
Hubbard.
Chuba
of the
Hubbard.
Carolina
Chuba
Panthers, running back.
You didn't pronounce that right at all.
Fleo
Respect
Titan?
on his name.
Chuba, he's the running back one for Carolina. He's a great player. I'm pretty hyped to get him here to be my RB2. Overall, Panthers offense, sneaky good this year. Sneaky good. But I'm pretty happy with my pick here. I think I'm having a pretty good draft as a non-biased individual. With the 12th pick of the 4th round, Ryan Creel selects James Conner, running back, Arizona Cardinals. I think that's a good pick. You know.
Solid.
Good pick.
6'7".
We're getting near the spot where it's tough to find okay running backs. So any running back in this range I'm pretty okay with if they have the starting job fully cemented like Connor does. His injury history can be a little concerning, but he's another guy that I think as long as Father Time doesn't claim him this year, he's going to have another great season. With the 13th pick of the 4th round, Chap Chappell selects Cortland Southern, wide receiver, Denver Broncos.
That's my sleeper.
Chap knows ball. Chap knows ball. Another one. With the 14th pick? 14th pick of the 4th round, Jace Marvel selects Sam Laporta, tight end.
I like
Really?
I like that.
That's an
I like
amazing
that.
pick.
I like that.
Jace knows ball. I apologize for my earlier statements. Jace knows ball.
Laporta's a great tight end. The Lions have a great offense. As long as the offensive coordinator change doesn't shake them up too much. There are also some potential new weapons that the Lions have that could eat away at his target share, like Isaac Tesla. But I think Laporta's a good pick there in terms of the tight ends left on the board.
Yeah. All right, here we go. We got the pick in. All right. With the next pick, the first pick of the 5th round, Jace Marvel takes Isaiah Pacheco, running back, against the Chiefs. And then we got another pick. Another pick. Got ourselves. Chap takes DeAndre Swift, running back, Chicago Bears.
Had to give me a dog.
I mean, DeAndre Swift is a dog. Pacheco, I have a little bit over him just because Kansas City Chiefs I trust a little more than the Bears at this moment in time. But Swift, he was good at Georgia. I don't know if I buy him, to be honest, as an NFL starting RB1. I don't know. He can be decent. I don't know if he has the potential to be great, in my opinion. Do y'all not agree with me?
I do not agree with you.
I'm just going along with the crowd on that. Dude, it's just fun to make that noise.
Creole, stop getting your mom to make your draft picks for you, dude.
Honey, which player are you wanting again?
Creole, hurry up.
The man's working hard.
I know he is working hard. All right, he's in. He's in. Ooh, spicy here. Spicy here with our was it the second pick of the not second pick, third pick of the 5th round. Apologies. Ryan Carrillo selects Bo Nix, quarterback, Broncos. That's right.
Whoa.
Broncos country. This ride.
I'm a Bo lever, baby. Give me Bo. I was considering taking him, honestly. I think the Broncos are a great offense. I think Bo is going to elevate this year in his sophomore season. I think he's going to have another great year. I apologize as I slightly scroll to make my pick here. This is more value that's just tough to pass up at my position, I think. So my pick is in as well.
Next pick, yeah, Owen. Owen selects DK Metcalf, wide receiver for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Crash out.
I really need a running back right now.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers has joined the Pittsburgh Steelers as well. He might be old. He's still an upgrade over what they had last year, in my opinion. Rodgers, he can still sling it. He's still got an accurate arm. I think DK as the wide receiver one without Jackson Smith and Njigba taking picks or taking snaps away from him is going to turn out to be a great value here.
All right, we got our next pick coming here by Jerry Jones's Nightmare, Jacob Pendergraph. And with the next pick, he takes running back Breece Hall from the New York Jets.
Good pick. Used to have him
I
on
know
my
you're upset,
fantasy.
Leo.
Yeah.
Sorry, Leo.
Honestly, it's fair enough. This is punishment for me taking Herbert.
Braylon Allen is the running back 2 for the Jets. I say watch out for him. Breece is going to be a free agent after this year. I'm not convinced he's going to hold this down. I think Braylon's going to get more of a timeshare as the season goes on because I think Braylon's a really good running back. I think Breece is also really good, but I would worry about his upside with the New York Jets. And now the next pick is in as well. Let's go back.
Yep, indeed. The next pick from Johnson takes Devontae Smith, wide receiver, Philadelphia.
That's a good pick. I mean, the Eagles, he's the wide receiver too, so you always wonder about the limited upside thanks to Saquon. But Devontae is still a good player. His durability is slightly concerning considering he's a skinnier receiver, but the Eagles were a Super Bowl winning team. It makes sense to invest in their offense, so I understand the thought process. And now we have Liam on the clock again, so I'll try and riff a little bit here. A lot of good names on the board. The positions are getting a little more limited. Quarterback is especially limited. I wonder how that happened. Yeah, I wonder how
those
that
back-
happened.
I hope
So
you guys
weird.
are-
So weird what some people's strategies are. But but as we approach Liam's clock,
Who chose Josh Allen?
I don't know.
Who took him from me?
Who took
I
it
really hope
from
you
me?
didn't take him in the first round.
That's not even the
Paul's
worst.
doing research on players during the
All right, all right. We got ourselves the next
Hey.
pick. We got ourselves the
Oh,
next
it's
pick.
my turn?
Kyler. So Liam Bridgman selects Kyler Murray, quarterback, Arizona Cardinals. Just when you said that, it wasn't. And we got ourselves another pick. Jack selects Jalen Warren, running back, Steelers. That's not too terrible.
better than its
this is my thoughts on Jack's draft strategy. I don't know. I don't know what goes through that man's head. He's drafted a kicker, a quarterback, and a running back. And while that running back did just sign a contract extension and a defense, that's true. Thank you. I do not understand his plan.
I don't play sports. I make you suffer
Neither
with
do we.
Uno.
Neither do we. We don't play sports.
All right, we have a lot of more picks coming in.
Yes, we do.
Tyler's also good.
If it was possible, he would have just made it all of his
All
pick
right.
stickers.
With the next pick,
Yes, I would
Mark
have.
Buff selects Zay Flowers, wide receiver, Baltimore Ravens. And continuing on, Max selects Kellen Ridley, wide receiver, Tennessee Titans. And then now your commissioner is on the clock. And let me go ahead and take a little look. Oh, I know I should. All right.
I think both those picks are good. Both wide receiver ones. Zay, I have a bit above Ridley just because of the age factor, and I like the Ravens more than the Titans. I'd rather have Lamar over Cam Ward at the moment. But those are still two of the last wide receiver ones truly on the board. So I think both of those are pretty good picks. And we have two more coming in right now, so let's go back to the desk.
Commish selects J-Mo Williams from Detroit Lions, wide receiver. And then going over to Dan Reed, of course, taking Jalen Waddles, wide receiver, Miami Dolphins.
J-Mo's a good receiver. He's fast. He's quick. The Lions, like I said, they're a great offense. As long as the offensive coordinator change doesn't switch him up. Ben Johnson of AC Reynolds fame, shout out Rockets. He left them this year. But I still think the Lions are going to have a good year. I still think they'll have a great offense. Waddle, he's the wide receiver too for Miami. His durability concerns have taken him off the board for me in most leagues. I don't really trust him to be consistent. There are some other guys I would have taken above him, to be honest. And the next pick is in, so let's go back to our commissioner at the podium.
Indeed, the next pick is in, and Bradley takes C.J. Stroud, quarterback, Houston, Texans. Apologize.
You're not forgiven. I hate you.
Why?
It's not a terrible pick.
I didn't do anything.
I mean, the quarterback situation's getting a bit dire as we go down, you know? People have started taking him earlier and earlier, so as people start to line up their quarterbacks, I don't think Stroud is a bad pick there. He's got the potential to return back to his rookie form and maybe even above it. The thing that worries me is his offensive line, because they traded away Laramie Tunsil, who was their best tackle. It's not great. It's great going to Washington, which will help out Jaden Daniels, but Stroud, he worries me, but I like the pick for the upside that he could bring you. And the next pick is in as well.
Pick indeed is in, and Leo selects T.J. Hawkinson, Minnesota Vikings tight end. And he is back on the clock.
That's pretty tough. Tight end is getting a little barren as well, you know, as we get closer to the end of things. I had him on my board pretty high. I've got him in some leagues. The Vikings have a rookie quarterback behind, which is really the main question of this season. Can J.J. McCarthy be accurate? Can J.J. McCarthy help the tight ends produce? I think Hawkinson is a great player. He was coming back from a torn ACL last year, so he was a bit slow in his recovery. But now that he's back, he's healthy, I think he's going to return to the top echelon of tight ends in the league.
I'm still waiting.
Yeah, I just wanted to wait till.
Play the
That's all.
Jeopardy music right now.
Play Jeopardy music right now, yeah.
Yeah.
I fear we can pick while they speak, right?
Yes. As long as
Yeah.
it's not like 5 at
Okay.
Yeah, please take your time. All right, we got the pick coming in.
This guy knows
coming in.
ball. I like that.
All right, here we go. Next up, Leo, which is honestly surprising considering his situation right now. Jacoby Myers, wide receiver, Las Vegas Raiders. He might not even be on the Raiders. Sorry.
Jacoby, he's the wide receiver 1 currently for the Raiders, who, like I said, got a quarterback upgrade. I think Bowers is still going to be the 1A weapon in that offense, but Myers, a good pick at that value if he stays on the Raiders. If he gets traded somewhere and becomes a wide receiver 2, I'm a bit lower on that. And we have, picks are just flying in. Okay, all right.
I wanted to get that going, but we're going to get through those.
Yeah.
With the next pick, Bradley selects Jerry Jeudy, wide receiver, Cleveland Browns. And then we go off to Daniel Reed, who takes Travis Kelce, hoping he, in his probably his last season, hope works out. And then for me, your commish, I take Tyler Warren, tight end, Penn State. I don't like them, but, you know, he's in the NFL now, so whatever. Oh, there's one more? Sorry. Yeah. All right, Max selects. God, they're flying everywhere. Max takes Rashid Rice, wide receiver, Chiefs. Good luck, Max. Good luck.
I took Judy.
Great pick, Dom. I would agree. I like Jerry Jeudy. I think that's a solid pick. He was really starting to perform last year. The Browns, Joe Flacco is currently starting, who, don't get me wrong, he's an elite quarterback. I always love me some Flacco. I don't think I would buy the Jerry Jeudy. Tyler Warren and Kelce, those are good picks with tight ends flying off the board. You got to get a good one. Yeah, I agree with those. Rashee Rice has potential, but he's also suspended for a few games, I believe, due to his off-the-field incident with the car. Yeah, and the car. We've got 3 more picks coming in, so let's flip it back over.
A ton. We got ourselves Tony Pollard taken by Mr. Mark Poff over here. And then the next up, we got Jack McBride taking David Njoku, tight end. Liam takes with the next pick, Mark Andrews, tight end Ravens. So a lot of tight ends going off the board. It is the tight end round, you could say.
Okay, so as we go back to that, a lot of tight ends have flying off the board. Mark took Tony Pollard, which I actually like. That's a solid pick. Pollard's the RB1 for the Titans. He's going to have a good year. David Njoku, tight end 1 for the Browns. Jack is just taking them off the board to remove options from the rest of us. Mark Andrews, who Liam took, another good tight end as we get later in this option. Did we announce the next one? Okay.
All right, we're taking the next pick here. Johnson selects Evan Ingram, tight end.
You ready for mine?
Ooh. All right. So Evan Ingram, he's the solid tight end. Bo Nix, like I said, he had a great rookie year. I think he's only going to improve. Evan Ingram has been a solid tight end for them, but he's never been elite, so that'd be my main concern. And we have the next pick here. Do you want me to just announce this one? Okay. Tight end, Zach Ertz. So tight ends are just flying off the board this round. I'm probably going to continue this trend. I like Ertz. He's been solid, but he's also old, and he's had injury-prone seasons. So I understand the value, but I'm going to take a younger tight end here. I'm going to take my pick right now, and it's in.
Ooh, I like that.
Yep. Ooh, Colston Loveland. Colston Loveland. Yeah, the next selection, Owen. Great job on that one. Taking in Yeah, great job, Bill.
Loveland, the Bears traded up to get him, I believe. He's a young tight end. Ben Johnson loves his tight ends. He loves Laporta. He elevated Laporta pretty much instantly to a tight end 1. So if he continues that path with Loveland, I think I just got pretty good value in terms of the tight end position.
An amazing name to scream during a touchdown.
It would be. Yes.
Like that.
Do
One
you
of his
love the land?
I love land.
Imagine if he went to
I wanna buy
Cleveland.
more land all the time.
That would be perfect.
So he came out of Michigan. Yeah, he came out of Michigan.
Okay.
Is
Yeah,
Tyler
that really
Cook?
horrible.
All right, we got
university.
our
Worst
next
university.
pick. Ryan Creel selects tight end Kraft from the Green Bay Packers.
Let's keep the theme of the Packers going.
I like the young tight end selections a bit more than the Zach Ertzes and Evan Ingrams of the world because they have a bit more potential in my eyes to truly elevate to tight end 1s. If you take a player who's just been kind of okay for several years, I just feel like I doubt that they're going to get above that. So I like the potential value a bit more. And we've got 2 more picks going in, and it looks like we finally exited the tight end phase of the round, hopefully.
In fact, we did Owen. We did Chap selects with the next pick Matthew Golden, wide receiver, Green Bay Packers. And then Jay's over here selects Brock Purdy, quarterback, San Francisco.
Yeah, I mean, Golden, he was taken in the first round this year. The Packers wide receiver room still doesn't have someone who's really stepped into the role of the alpha. So if Golden can step into that, he's a fast player. He's got good hands. I think Golden has a lot of potential. I like that pick there. Purdy, in terms of quarterbacks, he's one of the best options on the board left. Hard to go wrong with that. And we have another pick in right now.
It is going to be Travis Hunter. Incredible.
What positions does he play?
Both?
Yes.
Maybe? We don't know.
So we have him listed here as a wide receiver and cornerback. I'm not sure how fantasy points are really going to calculate cornerback play. Maybe he'll get like a point and interception or something. But Hunter has a lot of potential as well. While I do fear Brian Thomas is going to be the wide receiver 1 still, I think Travis is going to have a pretty great year as long as Trevor blossoms under his new reign. If Trevor continues at the level he's been at, I don't know if I like that pick.
It's hard.
Ooh.
All right. It's an interesting pick, but honestly, I kind of do like it as a non-biased commission. Dak Prescott, Chap, selects quarterback, Cowboys.
I'm
Laughing all the quarterbacks.
I'm slightly surprised he hadn't gone earlier, but I'm also not surprised that he didn't go earlier.
That's just wrong.
Okay, they're Commanders fan.
Dak is a good quarterback.
Both eyes. He throws touchdowns to the defense.
No, but he
Wait.
also throws lots
Wait.
of touchdowns to CD Lamb,
Wait,
and
who's
that
got
gets
Jacob?
plenty
He's
of
down there
fantasy
somewhere.
points.
He will not throw
So
any interceptions.
I think
during the
I was
regular
going to
season. Only
honestly
the
I was going to
postseason.
take Dak with my next
Remember that?
pick, so I'm pretty bummed out about it. That's a
If
good
they
pick
make
in
it
my
fucking
opinion. Don't listen to
bummed out.
Jacob.
No, you should listen to Jacob.
No, only sometimes.
I mean, the offense is going to have to.
All right,
do
and we
something
have the next pick in.
So
We got
Mike-
the next and Indeedo, and next pick is taken by Ryan Carril. It'll be George Pickens, wide receiver, Dallas Cowboys.
The George Pickens.
I do think Pickens will have a good year as the wide receiver too. I don't know if I really buy him to be my guy. So I'm going through the board here. I'm having to put together some stuff. All right. Let's see here. Okay. You know what? Yeah.
All right, with the next pick, Owen Fleming selects Jared Goff, quarterback, Detroit Lions, and we do have another pick coming in from Jerry Jones's Nightmare, Jacob Pendergraph, Chris Olave, wide receiver, New Orleans Saints.
Buckeye.
That's my flex.
Buckeye.
I mean, I'm happy with Goff. I think out of the quarterbacks left on the board, he was probably my top option because, we have Caleb Williams ranked above him, Drake May. Those guys are young. They're unproven. I think Caleb can do better, but Goff has been more consistent. I think he's going to have another at least good year, so I'd rather bet on a consistent player at quarterback. Olave, he's a good player, but he has Spencer Rattler as his starting quarterback, so that's the trade-off there. He might be all right. He'd be all right, but I think Olave's a good player. Quarterback situation just worries me.
Oh, we do have the next pick in. All right, next pick in. Johnson selects Harvey, running back, Denver Broncos.
I'm not the biggest fan of this pick. R.J. Harvey is actually the running back 2 at the moment, I believe. J.K. Dobbins is currently slated to be above him. I think Dobbins, as long as he doesn't get hurt, he gets hurt a lot, so it's entirely possible that R.J. has a bigger role. But I think Sean Payton's just going to really like Dobbins. I think he's going to use him a lot. I don't think Harvey's going to get a lot of burn this year. I think next year he might start to pop off.
Mr. Liam Bridgman.
Liam.
Guys, with jobs. I mean,
He's watching the draft live.
Yeah, he
Put it on.
Dude.
He put us on his Instagram.
That's
Aw.
Everybody
beautiful.
say we love you, Liam.
We love you, Liam.
I don't know who you are, Liam.
What?
yeah, he got here after Liam left.
Liam Bridgman needs to pull up to Cullowhee.
he did last
Oh
week.
yeah,
Also,
he was here.
I find it.
And he was here last weekend, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
We got
He was
two
here.
picks. We got 2 picks coming in. Of course, our lovely Liam Bridgman selects Shakir, wide receiver, Buffalo Bills, and then we got Jack whatever over here, whatever his team is. David Montgomery, I hate you for that a little bit.
Montgomery's so bad.
Khalil Shakir, great player. I think the Bills, he could have a good role. Bills wide receiver room, they don't have Diggs anymore. So I feel like they have a lot of potential for Shakir to pop off over some of the younger players. Montgomery, I think that's a solid pick. He's the 1B to Gibbs, but he's still going to get a lot of burn as long as he's healthy. And just to report here, Liam Bridgerman says in chat he loves you guys too, and he's gonna be back November 24th. Yay! Mm-hmm.
Pick that time.
Yes.
Yeah, you took like half of our picks right there.
And you know what? Good for me.
I just wish you hadn't taken a kicker. Kind of just ruined your draft for
What-
no reason.
Was that worse than any of my picks to take the kicker that early?
Yes. Taking a kicker that early. is
Okay,
never
but
good.
Oh, that's
I did the same with
So,
defense.
2 more picks?
We do have 2 more picks.
Oh, we got 2
we
more.
got mark off staking Ricky Pearsall, wide receiver, 49ers, and then Max, of course, auto picking Aaron Jones. Thank you, Max.
I hate
I
the
love
auto
that
picker.
pick so much.
I hate the
And then,
auto
of course,
picker.
your commission's on clock.
Making his sweet.
We still have several rounds to go. We're gonna be here a while.
Everybody have your picks figured out by the time it gets to you.
Yeah, I mean, we might have to start speeding things up slightly. So Ricky Pearsall, that's a good pick. I think he's going to have a great year in San Francisco as their new wide receiver 1. Aaron Jones, he's still a good running back. He's as long as Father Time doesn't catch up with him, he's going to have a good year. We got 2 more coming up.
All right, we do have some picks announced. Your commission selects proudly Nick Chubb, running back, Houston Texans, and then we got ourselves Daniel Reed taking quarterback Caleb Williams from the Chicago Bears.
I mean, Chubb, he's going to have a solid role this year thanks to Joe Mixon's unfortunate injury. I have him in 1 league, and he's really put me in a tough bind with that foot injury. But Chubb, he's a little old. He's coming off injuries. I don't know if he still has the juice. I hope he does, though, because he was a fantastic Georgia Bulldog. And now, Caleb, in terms of the quarterbacks left, that's fine. I think he has the potential to have a great year.
Mm-hmm. Badly? Okay. We got our next picks coming up here to finish out the 7th round. Badly selects Dobbins, running back. Yeah. And then the next one we got, Austin Eckler from Leo, running back, Washington. I know you're kind of sad.
Both
No,
those
you
picks
can have him.
are old running backs who are technically the RB1s, but they have the potential to be the RB2s depending on if the younger guys start to outperform them this year. So I think you'll be fine for the first few weeks. I think after that it can get dicey just depending on how these old backs perform. Eckler gets hurt a lot, but he's still going to get you some points. And now we have the next pickup.
Next pick, we got ourselves Dallas Goddard, taken by Leo, tight end.
Did you really just take Kyle Pitts?
Oh,
Well,
I thought we were past the tight end phase. There are a lot of
Yeah, and yes, we do.
Love Kyle.
Kyle Pitts taken by badly. Oh my goodness. And then to round out, we got Roma Dunze by Daniel Reed, and I'm on the clock now, so.
Rome's a good pick. Kyle Pitts, I like Kyle, but he has not shown that he's the tight end he was hyped up to be at Florida. He's been solid. Rome, that's a good pick. I think as wide receiver 2 for the Bears, he's got a lot of potential to really start to perform. Oh, dang.
No!
You can tell who knows ball by some of the people who get taken and allowed no reaction.
All right.
And
let's
I'm just
announce
sitting
these
here.
picks. All right, your commish proudly selects Cam Scattaboo, running back, New York Giants, and Max selects Emike Ubuke, wide receiver. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Back to you, Owen.
That was butchered.
Great pick. He's got a lot of potential, and Godwin's out for at least like 4 weeks. So if he starts off really strongly, he could really take a hold of that wide receiver 2 role. Godwin will be back eventually, which I think will limit his overall upside, but I still like Ibuka. Scatboo, I don't know. I feel like he's still the running back too. I don't know if he's going to get the full starting run this year. I think there's still some other running backs that I probably would have taken over him, but I understand the allure of rookies. Just this late, rookies worried me.
He will. Yeah, Mark.
So, how's everyone doing?
Fantastic.
Nice
All right,
pick.
we got some picks. We got picks coming in left and right. With the next pick, Mark Bob select Debo Samuel, wide receiver, Washington, and next up, Jack McMurray selects Stephon Diggs, wide receiver. What is he on, like the Patriots now?
I know nothing about sports. Let's go.
You really could.
Are you sure about that?
Say yay, good job, Jack. You made a good pick. Yeah. Diggs has a lot in the tank left, I think, as long as he's healed from his injury. He's got Drake May, who's a young quarterback with a lot of potential, but I think the Patriots are going to perform. Debo, wide receiver 2, I don't know about that. I like Debo, but I don't know if he's going to get the targets. But then again, I look at the board. We're in wide receiver 2 range. That's a fine pick.
We got a ton of picks coming up here, folks. We got ourselves Liam Bridgman selecting Cooper Kupp, wide receiver, Seattle Seahawks. And then next up, we have Johnson selecting Drake May, quarterback, New England Patriots. We even have another one from Mr. Jacob Pendergraph, also known as Jerry Jones' Nightmare, selecting, was it Trace Jr.?
Tyrone Tracy Jr.
Tyrone Tracy Jr., running back. Was it the Colts?
New York Giants.
And I'm going to put my pick in right now, too, so we can just continue on. Yeah.
Really?
I'm taking the bet.
Creel, I love you. That's all I have to say.
Announce my pick.
I know, I'm waiting for the camera. Hey. With the next pick, Owen Fleming selects Jordan Addison, wide receiver, Minnesota. Shout out to Pitt. He played at Pitt. He was great with Kenny Pickett. So.
Kenny Pickett.
Shout out Cole Gonzalez.
Shout out Desmond Reed, too.
He's watching this somewhere out there. Cooper Kupp, good pick. I feel like he did fall off a lot over the past few seasons, so he concerns me. May, out of the young quarterbacks left, that's the best guy on the board. That's a great pick. Tracy Jr., I think he's going to hold on to the running back 1 job. So I think that's also a pretty decent pick by Jacob. Addison, I'm fine waiting the few weeks for him to be back by suspension, because when he's back, he's really talented, and I think that J.J. McCarthy is going to be a good receiver.
Ain't nothing to consider.
We do. We have our pick. We have our pick in by Mr. Ryan Creel. He selects Pittman Jr., wide receiver, Indianapolis Colts.
I'm rage baiting all of you with the benches. I hope you know.
Is your next pick about to just be like
Pittman, he's solid, but last year he didn't score any touchdowns, and his quarterback has gone from Anthony Richardson to Daniel Jones. So while that is an upgrade, he still has Daniel Jones at quarterback, which is not where you want to be as a wide receiver. So I'm not the biggest fan of that. Stafford, who just came off the board. Sorry, I just spoiled another pick as we move through things. That's a great quarterback. That's my guy. I would have taken him if I hadn't taken my quarterback a bit earlier, but Stafford, he's got an arm. As long as his back does not disintegrate this year, as I somewhat fear it will, that's going to end up fine. Mm-hmm.
He does have that.
Just like
Jack,
Gaga.
Jack is eating my podium right now. I'm rolling for Jace to make his pick.
Would Stafford have that ram in him?
Or we have to pick in. We have to pick
He's
in.
a Georgia Bulldog.
All right, with the final pick of the 8th round, Jace selects. Was that Travis? Was it Travis Etienne? There's so many Etiennes. Travis Etienne, Jacksonville Jaguars.
Good pick. He's the running back 1 for the Jags currently. Brother of now Carolina Panther Trevor Etienne. Travis is a good player, but I do worry that he could lose the job to some of the rookies and younger guys they have behind him. Oh, okay. Oh God.
Thankfully, we do have picks now. Jace selects with his next pick. Was that Joe Mixon? Joe Mixon, running back.
You got another one to Mars.
Well, he is injured.
There's a reason for that. He's potentially out for the year. Joe Mixon has a mysterious foot injury that the GM has been very non-committal about his status. So I don't think Mixon is going to play this year. I think that is a bad pick, unfortunately.
We got ourselves our next pick coming up. Xavier Leggett, taken by Chap over here, wide receiver, Carolina.
He country like that.
Yeah, well, we better prepare Chap some raccoon stew to go along with his pick. That is one of Legette's favorite
Hey,
delicacies.
man, you know, that was a good pick, man.
That was a good pick. Leggett, wide receiver 2, but I still think he's got potential to have a good year.
He's going to bounce back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thinking about over there, Ryan.
What you thinking about?
What you thinking about? Hey, Creel. Hurry up, Bubba.
Come on, Unc. What you thinking about?
Yeah, he's from Florida.
Come on.
26 years old, man.
Flow
Hurry
rider.
up.
Come on, man.
There's nothing he can do to argue against that.
Welcome to my house.
Yeah, he can't argue me right now. He's in the studio.
Florida
The
could be
world will
5
never
different
know if I'm
states.
correct
I
or
will
not.
stand by that.
25 seconds.
Is he from Tallahassee? Or
You better hurry, Ryan.
Got a lot of
Rockford.
draft.
Daytona.
Daytona.
Give him a bad
Daytona 500. Daytona
Hey,
500.
don't-
Them power go around so
Real, hurry up, dude.
I'll tell you what, them Chevys, man. They
All right, next pick up here by Ryan Creel. We got ourselves Keenan Allen, wide receiver, Chicago Bears.
Wide receiver, Los Angeles Chargers. Sorry. He's back with the Chargers now. Keenan, he's old. He just signed there basically as a backup option after Mike Williams, who was their first Nostalgia Bait signing, retired. So they just went right down the list to the next Nostalgia Bait wide receiver available and signed Keenan Allen. He wasn't that great in Chicago last year. I don't know. And now I'm on the pick. I'm on the clock, and my pick is in.
Yep, indeed, your pick is in. With the next pick, Owen Fleming selects Ja'Cory Merritt, running back, Washington.
Bill. His name is Bill.
Bill?
His name is Bill.
His name is Bill.
Bill Krosky Merritt.
Okay.
His name was Bill today. Welcome to my team, Bill. Bill, I think he's got potential. I mean, Eckler, he gets hurt every year, and I don't think he has the longevity to be a running back 1. But Bill. Well, that's the unofficial week depth chart. We'll see. I think I read that some rookie running backs that were also pretty buried on the depth chart last year included, I don't even know. I don't remember. I read something that made it seem better than it was earlier. But I like that pick. Now we've got Jacob back on the board. Seems like he's struggling after I sniped him, so let's see what he picks.
Got a lot of draft here in about 30 seconds.
No. I'm quick like that. Josh down.
All right, we got ourselves our next pick coming up here. Jacob Pendergraph selects Josh Downs, wide receiver, Indianapolis Colts.
That's a great pick, Jacob.
Thank you. Good job. I made the best of what I had.
Josh Downs, I think he's going to take over the wide receiver 1 job from Pittman. I think Pittman is a little overhyped in my opinion. I think with why did I just forget Danny Dimes' name? With Daniel Jones, he's going to be a little bit better than Anthony Richardson because at least Jones can accurately throw a football sometimes. Anthony Richardson can never throw an accurate football, so upgrade. And we have 2 more picks in, so let's go back to the commissioner. 3 more.
Yeah, 3. Okay. All right, next pick, Johnson selects Jennings from the 49ers, Ron Jennings. and Liam Bridgman selects Ford running back. And then go over to Jack for our final one. Ramondre Stevenson, running back, New England Patriots.
Jack, that would have been a good pick about 3 years ago.
Yeah. Ramondre has a rookie breathing down his neck, unfortunately, Jack. He's got Henderson. You got to watch out for him. I'm aware. Jawan Jennings, he's got a potential to have a great season, I think, since he might start out as a wide receiver 1 in San Fran. I think he's a little hurt right now, though. If he gets back to healthy, he could perform. Jerome Ford, is he the starting running back? I don't know. The Browns just worry me, so I'm going to say I don't like that. And we have the next pick in, so let's go back to the podium.
He's right. Every year the Browns worry me.
They do, yep, they do. And we got ourselves some picks coming up here. We got Mark Boff taking the special teams and defense of the Denver Broncos. And next we have Max taking, who's that? Javonte Williams, running back Dallas. And then I'm going to be selecting my pick right now. In fact,
Nothing but kickers.
we'll go for it.
Oh, finally gets tight end.
And
And another pick's in as well.
Oh.
I love that.
We're going-
I
we're
mean, we have
finishing-
lots of rounds left.
Halfway, I will say that.
I don't care. Let's rapid fire this.
all right,
bitch.
we're
I'll
watching.
read
All right,
that.
next up we have Daniel Reed taking ourselves Caleb Johnson, running back Pittsburgh.
Okay. Mark took the first defense in a while. Broncos defense, that's fine. That's a decent pick. They're one of the best defenses in the league. As we get to the point where more and more people start taking them, it'll probably look like a better pick. Javonte, currently RB1 for Dallas. Getting him here, good value. Jake Ferguson with the tight ends left, I guess. Caleb Johnson, he's not the running back 1 at the moment. I don't know if he's going to get the job, but I understand betting on his potential. He could become the RB1 in the future. These have been rapid fire.
Yep, indeed. Next up is Badley taking Dalton Kincaid, tight end from the Buffalo Bills. And we got ourselves our next pick. Leo taking the special teams and defense of the Baltimore Ravens.
Leo, you suck, dude.
I am very tempted to take another defense right now.
Why?
All right, I only said that just to see y'all's reaction, honestly.
No, don't.
Pick something.
Okay.
I get hungry.
Kincaid's a good tight end with what they have left, but he has not lived up to the hype he had as a rookie. People were saying he was like the next coming of Kelsey back when he was first drafted, and that just hasn't been the case. But he'll still probably get some solid numbers since Josh Allen is his quarterback. Ravens defense, fine, good defense. Yeah, not much to say.
Yeah. Indeed, we have the next pick taken by Leo is Rashid. Oh, sorry, it got messed up there. Wide receiver. I think it was for like Saints though. And we also got some more picks coming in rapid fire here. We got ourselves Sampson taken by Badley, running back. Then we got ourselves Coleman taken by Daniel Reed for the next pick.
It's your turn.
I know.
He's a good player. The Saints just worry me. Like I said, I don't like investing in them. Dylan Sampson, Cleveland, running back room. I just don't know. I don't know who's going to be the running back 1 here. It could be Sampson. It could be Ford. But overall, Keon Coleman, he's got potential. As a first-round pick just the last year for the Bills, I think they're going to throw the ball to him more this year. I think he's going to improve. And we have another pick, so let's move on back.
Oh, and we have
3 picks.
3 picks. Yeah, indeed we do. We have my pick taking the defensive special teams of the Houston Texans. Mark Boff taking Chris Godwin, wide receiver Tampa. We got ourselves Max, taking that. Markov took Brandon Aubrey, kicker from the Cowboys. And Jack selected Jake Bates from the Detroit
Rage bait.
Lions. And then next up we have Liam Bridgman taking Justin Fields, quarterback Jets.
And now it's E. Johnson's turn. What you gonna
Texans
pick?
defense pretty good. I have it in a league. Godwin, he's going to be great when he's back from injury. We just don't know when that's going to be. Theorized to be about 5 weeks. So if he gets back by then, that's solid value. Aubrey, one of the best kickers in the league. As we get closer to here, I think that's an okay pick, but it really depends on when people take kickers. Jake Bates, also a good kicker. Like I said, just depends on when the rest of people take him. Justin Fields, he's going to do another rush, and he's going to run it into the end zone probably. He's going to score some touchdowns. He's also going to throw lots of interceptions, but that's what you get with him. And we have another pick in. 2. Okay.
E. Johnson. We have 2 picks
And
coming in. That's it. E. Johnson selects Chepermote, I think that's how I pronounce it, running back. And then we go over to Jacob Pendergraph over here, selecting the Packers defense and special teams right after Micah Parsons goes over to them. So,
Swallowed my pride on that one.
oh, he's not a Cowboy anymore.
Nope, that's not the reason.
Is in as well. And I can just yeah go ahead.
I'll announce it. All right. Owen selects defense and special teams of the Seattle Seahawks. Good pick.
Charbonnet, he's fine backup running back. It all depends on if Kenny's healthy or not. As we get more into this, my analysis will be limited for backups. Packers and special teams. I was gonna probably take to the Micah trade. I went with the Seahawks, who have also had a pretty good defense historically.
So we got our pick in. Ryan Creel selects quarterback J.J. McCarthy.
He did that for his
from,
mom.
from the Minnesota Vikings.
He did that for his mom. Mama Krill, that was a good pick.
All right, we got another one coming in. Chaps selects defensive special teams of the Detroit Lions. And we're going over back to Jace. We got ourselves the defensive special teams for the Philadelphia Eagles to round out the 10th round.
Yeah, J.J. McCarthy, he's got potential. If Ryan's mom believes in him, why shouldn't we? Yeah, so I think J.J. could have a solid year. Lions defense, Eagles defense, both good defenses as they come off the board. Those are fine picks.
Hey, Jace. It's your pick, buddy.
Let's just rapid fire the rest of the benches.
Yeah, we're trying.
We're working on it. Who needs good
All right.
players?
All right, here we go. Next pick coming from Jace, taking ourselves. Jace McCollum, kicker. Yeah, and then McLaughlin.
Former Brown.
All right, all right. Next pick coming up here next. We got Chap taking T. Bigsby, running back, Jacksonville.
Ooh, Tank Bisbee.
Tank.
That's good. That chap knows ball.
I love that name.
He's good.
I love that player's name.
He's a tank. He's a
Yeah,
tank.
yeah, he's a
Big
tank.
Big tank.
I mean,
And
Chase
the
is
Tanks was
a
charging
good kicker. Taking kicker this high is always a little risky, but he's a decent one. Tank Bigsby, he's a backup. I'm working on it. Tootin, we're in round 11 of a bit. Tootin, he's the running back that I have a bit more over my board, but Bigsby could still maybe carve out a bigger role here. As we wait for Ryan to make his pick here, I'm scrolling the board, figuring out who I'm going to take next. A lot of options left. I just don't know who I'm going to pick. Okay. And he's taken Rashad White. I hope you don't mind me just announcing
No, you're
things
fine.
since
You're
we're
fine.
on camera as we move
Please.
through a little bit. Rashad White, he's the backup for them. I think Bucky is pretty firmly going to get most of the snaps, but as we get here, that's a fine pick. I am going to take this guy. I'm going to take Darnell Mooney from the Atlanta Falcons. He's a fast receiver. He had a pretty good season last year. I think with a whole year of Michael Penix, he could be a bit better.
With the next pick, Jerry Jones' worst nightmare, Jacob Pendergraph selects Cam Ward, quarterback, Tennessee Titans.
The draft.
All right, we have another pick coming in here from Johnson himself. Hunter Henry, tight end, New England Patriots.
That's not a bad pick.
Good pick.
That is a good pick.
Considering the tight end run that occurred earlier, getting Henry this late is a win. He's got a rookie quarterback who passes a lot. He's kind of been a safety blanket. He was a safety net for Mac Jones when he was the starter, and he was pretty good at that. So if he was decent with Mac Jones at quarterback, he can be even better with Drake May at quarterback. Yeah, so that's a solid pick. And now you've got them flying in, so let's go back to the desk.
Flying in here, we got Liam Bridgman taking Reed, wide receiver from the Green Bay Packers. And then we have Jack McBriar taking defensive special team of the Bills. Looks like go. Mark Poff taking Jay Mason. Was it Mason? Yeah, Jay Mason, running back from, I believe, the Vikings. And then Max taking Tootin, running back. From
All these are good picks. I liked Reed. It was between him and Moody for me. Bills defense, that's a solid defense. Jack doing his best to fix his mess. Jordan Mason, he's the backup, but he had a pretty good year when he was in relief for McCaffrey when he was hurt. So if, God forbid, Aaron Jones gets hurt or is caught by Father Time, Mason could be a great value there. Tootin, like I said, I believe in him. I think he's got potential to become the Jags running back one by the end of the year. And now we also have Jordan Love coming off the board, being picked by our commissioner, which is a great pick at this point because he's still a pretty solid quarterback. and getting him this late, I see that as W. Trey Benson, I was also considering taking him. He's got potential considering Connor's injury history to really step up and take the load. And now we also have Rashad Bateman coming in. I'm just flying through these as we get closer to the end. Bateman is a solid receiver. He played well for the Ravens. He's got DeAndre Hopkins on the other side of him now, but I still think Bateman is the wide receiver one since Hopkins is a little old in the tooth. Ooh, and then this next pick is one I'm jealous of. Braylon Allen. He listened to what I said earlier about him potentially becoming the running back one later, but that's a solid pick there. I like that.
Indeed we do. Got more time. Leo taking his time over there to pick his next pick, 155 pick of the 12th round. Yeah.
What do y'all think about the draft so far? Who's winning?
Me.
Not me. I am not winning.
One of you should not have his hand raised.
I'm winning!
No, you're not.
Charlie Sheen.
He's winning everybody's hearts.
The hearts of the viewers at home.
Yes.
Fan favorite.
He's winning Liam's heart.
I'm the
Yes.
underdog, you know?
Yeah.
Underdog. My brother
Can
in
Jack
Christ,
win
you're
a
the
game?
puppy.
We'll have a feature on that every week.
The
What?
puppy.
Can Jack win a game?
No,
We'll figure it
no,
out.
he cannot.
Can he win the
Jack
game?
will not win. Jack is going 0-17.
I will win!
Oh, and
Jack
we have
is
another pick.
We do have another pick. We do have another pick coming in here. Leo selects special teams and defense of the Minnesota Vikings.
Brian Flores, defensive coordinator, great pick. He leads a strong defense every year. I don't doubt him. Vikings will be fine for that. Yeah. And now there's still some names on the board that are interesting in terms of backups. I think.
Definitely.
All right.
Ooh, we got flying.
We got
the
more
flying
picks
off
in?
the board. Before I make my pick, I'm gonna announce we got ourselves badly taken Higgins, not that Higgins, wide receiver from the Texans, I believe, and then we have Daniel Reed taking Jaden Blue, running back Dallas.
Both of those picks are pretty solid. Higgins has potential since if Diggs had resigned there, I'd be worried about it. Since Diggs did not resign, Higgins' biggest competition is Nico Collins, who does have wide receiver one locked up. But I think Higgins, they signed him to a fully guaranteed contract as a second rounder, which set off a whole chain of events because that never happens. So I think that's a fine pick. They clearly believe in him a lot. They need to be a lot in their system. Jaden Blue, he can usurp Javonte if he doesn't come back from his injury well and if he lacks durability. We have more picks coming in, so let's go back to the desk.
Indeed. Your commish selects Jake Elliott, kicker from the Philadelphia Eagles. And then next up we have Max taking Tyler Algier, running back Atlanta.
Jake Elliott's a great kicker. Oh, we have another one, too.
Oh, you want to get Brown?
Tyler Algier coming in. He is a solid backup to Bijan, but I don't know if he's going to see the field that much. If you have Bijan, he's probably a great pick. If it's not, it's limited upside, obviously. Poff making a great pick here, taking Hollywood Brown. That's a real steal at this draft position, I'd say, Poff. He's a fast receiver. He's got Mahomes throwing him the ball. That's just a winning strategy right there. So I'd say that's a solid pick. And we also have Judkins coming off the board being taken by Jack, who is technically still a free agent. He has not signed with any team at the moment. If he does end up signing with a team, that was a good pick, Jack. Good job. Yeah.
Draft. Every league has at least one.
And I'm gonna win.
You just drafted a free agent.
And it's
He's
on my
not
bench.
on a team.
It's on my bench.
All right.
Don't have to use it.
All right. We got ourselves our next pick coming in. We got ourselves Liam Bridgman taking the defensive special teams of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And next up we have Dodson selecting quarterback Trevor Lawrence. Interesting. And then we got Jacob Pendergraph selecting Matt Gay, kicker Washington.
Yeah, I mean, Buccaneers defense, as we get into these limited options, that was a fine pick by Liam. Trevor Lawrence, he's got a lot of potential to be a quarterback above what he's been the last few years thanks to his new offensive coordinator and new weapons. Matt Gay, sure. He was fine for the Colts last year. Sure. Yeah, so I think that was a fine signing. And now I'm on the board, so let's see here. As I scroll down here, I'm going to take... I'm gonna take this guy. Yeah, I took. Oh, sorry, I should have announced my own pick. I took Najee Harris. I think that was a pretty fine pick by me at this point. He might be a running back too at some point, but he's still going to get a decent amount of carries considering there's some other options on the board, I think.
That's up to Ron Krill.
I don't think we have any starting running backs left.
No.
I do. I believe we don't.
I'm done with running backs.
They're getting thin.
You thin.
I'm looking at backups right now.
With just about 3 rounds left to go as we approach the end of this. We've been doing a pretty solid job.
Creel's calling his mom.
Oh,
okay, all right.
he's in. He's taking the Kansas City Chiefs defense and special teams. Congrats, Creel.
Yeah, so I like that pick by Creel. If you don't mind me also saying, Chap just took Wandale Robinson. Atlanta just took Marvin Mims Jr. So these bench receivers starting to come off the board a little bit. And there goes another one. He took Amari Cooper. I like that one. I wanted to get him as well. As we come through, oh, man, they're just flying in. And Chap also takes Harrison Butker, good kicker, as we get through these.
Girl's mom. She's
It's
got
tough.
the best name, too.
It's tough when we get this deep. But Wandale has some potential. Mims has I don't know. I don't think he's going to be able to really break through, but we'll see. Cooper, he might have more left in the tank. He also might just be washed. And Butker, good kicker. I don't like that man, though.
Yeah.
There were. I cannot say this, but some.
Don't say it.
Don't say it. You can't say it.
The general manager of this broadcast station, do not say it. Do not say it.
Oh, and it's your turn.
Brenton Strange was the last pick.
Brent Strange.
I had him on my radar.
I like this guy.
So tempted to make a bad joke.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh.
I actually shouldn't have made that pick, but whatever.
Yeah.
We ball. I pick Ollie Gordon, rookie for the Dolphins. I think he's got potential to carve out a solid role. McDaniel seems to like him from the way he talks about him, so I think he could get some carries. I might try to trade him for a receiver after the draft's done, though.
All right. With the next pick, Jerry Jones's nightmare once again selects Pat Frymuth, tied Pittsburgh. Honestly, surprised he fell.
How did he fall so far?
How did this
Because
get
it's a
also-
steam.
Huh?
Yeah, but he's Pat Fryermuth. He's like the most reliable tight end.
Well, Jacob, I have bad news for you.
What?
They signed another tight end.
Okay, but he's not Pat Fryermuth.
No, but he's
John
Arthur
Smith.
Smith's favorite.
John Smith.
Johnu
yeah.
Smith.
Oh.
Yeah,
Arthur
he's
Smith
good.
loves
Good.
Johnu Smith. He's going to throw him the ball over this guy, unfortunately.
John Smith's going to get like 10 receptions a game.
Yep. All right, we got some picks coming in. We got ourselves, was it Christian Kirk, wide receiver, taken by Johnson. And then we have Darren Waller, taken by Liam Bridgman, tight end, Miami. Then we have Tillman, taken by Jack McBriar, wide receiver.
Christian Kirk, he's a good player. He's going to start off as their wide receiver 2 at the very least. It just depends on if Higgins overtakes him or not. Darren Waller, he's the Dolphins tight end 1. He's coming out of retirement, though, after a failed rap career, I think, and a divorce. So we'll see how he handles things. But he could be good. He could be good this late in the draft. Tillman, he's a good player. Browns, though. And coming off the board, we got 2 more. Poff takes Rico Dowdle, who is actually a pretty great player. I think Dowdle, he actually is an A.C. Reynolds alum. He was our quarterback, and he rushed for several touchdowns, and he got and now he's back in our hometown, which I really like. Dowdle is good. Patriots defense, sure. Coker, I am very sad that he went there. I wanted to draft him with my next pick. I can't name what people call his fan base, but they're all very sad today. Colts defense, good. Cam Little, he just kicked a 60-yard field goal. He just came off the board at pick 13. That's fine. Good value. Dang. All right, we are just flying through. Jason Myers, old kicker, still reliable. I like it.
So some picks. Got ourselves taking Leo is taking what is that? Was it Romeo Dobbs, wide receiver, Green Bay.
That's solid. It just depends on if he can come back from his injury and compete with Golden in their new auditions as well. But overall, that's a fine pick. Yeah. Yeah, he'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
All right, where do we go off of? Yeah, so do doing it badly takes the 49ers special team in defense, and Daniel Reed takes Tyler Bass, kicker, Buffalo, and I am on the clock.
Okay. Well, we have 49ers defense. It was pretty bad last year, just to be honest. Can it come back? Probably. They did bring back their old defensive coordinator, Robert Saleh, who will probably be a godsend to them, considering he's just a fantastic coordinator. Tyler Bass, sure, he's a good kicker. You know. You know. I'm running out of things to say about kickers. Yeah. Yeah. Jack took my favorite pun so early on that I can't even use it.
All right, we got some picks coming in here now. I select as my backup the Chargers special teams and defense. Next up we have. Might as well.
I did that already.
Yeah, but I waited.
Yeah.
Chris Boswell taken by Max, kicker. And then we got ourselves Douglas, wide receiver, taken by Mark Boff. And then we have Jack taking Jonnu Smith, tight end.
Now Jack listens to me. Only he had done Chris Boswell is a great kicker. He was #1 kicker last year, actually, so I think he could have a great time. Demario Douglas, who knows with New England? Who knows? Ray Davis. Oh, I just spoiled a pick. Sorry, trying to keep up with this stuff. Ray Davis, fine backup running back. Jonnu Smith, tight end 1. That's a steal because Arthur Smith's just going to throw him the ball.
All right. See here. Oh, we got some picks coming in. I might skip over some, but Liam selected Davis, running back from the Bills, and we got ourselves Johnson selecting Will Lutz, kicker, from the Denver Broncos, and then Jacob Pendergraft selecting Brian Robinson Jr., running back.
Glass cannon. It's
San
a good
Fran.
pick.
Yeah, Brian Robinson's a good pick because CMC is always a glass cannon. So by that math, you'll definitely get some running back one time out of him. Will Lutz, good kicker. Yeah, I like it. And now I'm on the board, so I'm going to go ahead and take a player here. I'm going to take this guy. I'm going to take Brandon Ayuk. When he's back from injury, he'll be great for me, I think. I am betting a lot on players staying healthy, so hopefully it ends up well.
Now Ryan's on the clock.
He was calling his mom.
How do I make
Mom.
Ryan?
Mommy.
Mom.
You telling me I should pick the one
Alright,
that's
we got-
lowest on the board?
We got some picks in coming in here. Ryan Creel selects Miller, running back. And then we go over to Chap taking Mark's running back as well. And then finishing out the round, we have Jace selecting Tyler Lockett, wide receiver, Titans.
Yeah, I like most of these picks. Kendra worries me because he has not stayed healthy, and the last coach had a vendetta against him for some reason. But they do have a new coaching staff, so maybe he'll get some bird. Marks, he'll probably get some run if Chubb is washed or hurt. Lockett, he's a good young player. And he's not a good young player. He's an old player. He's one of the oldest receivers in the league. But he can be a reliable safety net for the Titans. I think that's a fine pick. We also have Ray McLeod coming off the board here. These are solid receivers, but there's really just not much to say about them as we get deeper into the draft. He's the wide receiver 3 for the Falcons. He had an okay year last year, but I'm not the biggest fan.
Now we got some picks coming in. You mentioned Ray McLeod. We got Okanoe, tight end, taken by Chap. Josh Palmer, taken by Creel. That was a good pick, too. Tua Tagovailoa, taken by Owen. And then Adam Thielen, taken by Jacob Pendergraft. Long night. Then we got ourselves the Rams. Defensive special team, taken by Johnson. And now we have Liam on the board.
Yeah, I mean, Palmer, he just got signed to a big contract by the Bills, which a lot of people forget about. I feel like they wouldn't have signed with that if they didn't have some plans for him, at least this year. Tua, maybe that wasn't the best play, but I needed a backup quarterback. He was the best guy on the board, and I also have Tyreek. So if he scores with Tyreek, I'll get points from that. Rams defense, great, sure. Adam Thielen, he's a savvy locker room guy. Real first one in, last one out type. He's a good presence to have. I like that pick.
And Liam Bridgman takes Kaimi Fairbairn from the Houston Texans. And then we have Jack McBride taking our love, Bryce Young. Now Markov is on the clock.
Mark?
Where did Mark
Where did
go?
Mark go?
He must have went with his magic dragons.
He left. He left. He had to go home.
Hopefully it put.
Now we're taking too long with these picks.
Now we have to wait for him to.
We love Mark.
Automatically.
We
Oh.
love Mark.
As we approach these final 2 rounds, I think this has been a pretty successful draft. Don't y'all
I
think?
think so too.
I'm winning.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
As
You're
much
not
as Jack
winning.
likes to insist he's winning, I have to insist otherwise. I have
You're
to.
not winning.
I will somehow.
You will?
If Jack wins,
A game.
if Jack makes playoffs,
He won't make playoffs.
I'll shave one of my eyebrows.
Okay.
That's a bet.
All right.
Which
that's,
one?
That's, so everybody's seen that.
Which
He's
one?
not gonna make playoffs though. He drafted him.
Everybody
Okay.
start trading with
Corner.
Jack.
No, nobody trade with Jack. If
Jacob.
Jack wins playoffs legitimately, I will shave an eyebrow.
All right, Jacob.
So we
left or
can't
right?
just trade him a bunch of players to make a super team. So you have
No.
to shave him right around.
If that happens, the bet's off.
Okay, and Poff is about to be placed on auto.
Wow.
Yay!
Bill
That's
Shipley.
good.
Will Shipley.
Bill Shipley, yeah.
He's the backup for the Eagles. Sure.
All right, I'm on the. See here.
Trey
and-
Harris. He's the wide receiver 2 for the Chargers. Yeah, I like that.
You're not winning, dude.
I will somehow. I promise.
Ton of picks coming in. Yeah, you got Trey Harris. I selected DeAndre Hopkins for the Baltimore Ravens. And next up, Daniel Reed selects Damian Pierce, running back for the Texans. And Badley selects defense and special teams for the Cleveland Brown. Simple Ohio pick.
Unk. That's all there is to it. He's an unk. I don't know if he's got anything left in the tank. If he does, Lamar will get it out of him, so that's a fine pick this late. Damian Pierce, sure, he could end up running. He could. Browns defense, yeah, okay. I don't like this next pick, though.
Go with the next picks here. Leo selects Miles Sanders, running back, Dallas Cowboys.
All right, I am taking a big. This is my last pick of the whole draft. Actually, this is the last round, y'all. I'm taking I'm taking a gamble with
Yeah,
this
this is
one
the last round.
because
Waffle House.
he might not stay healthy, but hopefully he does.
Ooh, Tyler.
I mean, he only played 3 games last year because he was rehabbing for majority of it, but I'll take the risk.
He took Tyler Higbee for those wondering. Solid player. Solid player. He does have a rookie breathing down his neck in Terrence Ferguson, but I think it'll probably take him a bit of time. Sanders, he was bad in Carolina, so I don't know. I don't know about that. Yeah.
I just
We
need
also
another
have,
backup running back.
Andre Smite coming off the board, kicker for Cleveland. I do not know who this man is. Michael Wilson, Arizona wide receiver. Sure, I mean, I think he's like wide receiver 3 there. That's a fine pick this late. Yeah. Okay.
Might as well get in my home.
All right. Well, we got some picks here. Let's see here. Wilson. Yep. I'll tell you. I took Tutu Atwell, wide receiver, Rams. Then we got ourselves Max taking the defense special team for the Jets.
That's the robot pick for you.
Carlos Santos, Mark kicker. Darius Slayton, Jack McBriar, and Liam takes the defense special team of the Giants. Yeah.
I mean, Atwell, he's fast. He could get a role, but he's never stepped up to the second round receiver they drafted him to be. Santos, fine. Jets defense, I don't like that, but they did have Aaron Glenn this year, so maybe they'll turn it around. Who knows? Slayton, sure. Giants defense, yeah, they have 2 great edge rushers. They've got some potential. Yeah. Justice Hill just got taken as well, and the 9th pick, he's the Baltimore running back backup. Sure, I suppose that could end up happening if Henry, who is kind of old, does get hurt. Oh. Okay. My pick is in as well.
All right. We got picks in. Picks in. All right. All right. Where are we at? Okay. Yeah. So Jacob Pendergraft selects running back. Was it
Jeremy
McNichols? Yeah. The next up we have Owen Fleming taking T-Loop kicker. Then Creel takes
Joshua
Cardi kicker, and then we got ourselves Bryant from Chap. And rounding out our round, Jace selecting, what is that, Kareem Hunt, running back. Chiefs.
All right.
Kareem Hunt.
Woo! We made it.
Holy cow.
Great job, everyone.
After 16 rounds, we're done.
All right.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
All right, who wants a pizza?
Well, that's going to do it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Thank you for tuning in tonight, y'all.
Thank you for tuning in. Get out of my shop.
Thank you. We love you, Liam.
Sit down. Sit
All right.
down.
All right, thank you guys so much for this episode of whatever this was.
First live stream of the year.
First
Yeah.
live stream of the
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for staying tuned. Thank you, Owen, for doing our post right there. Thank you, all our camera people here from Hallie, Alex, and Julian, as well as our TD, Elijah, and Ryan. Thank you guys so much, Guy and the audio. But thank you guys so much for joining me. And as always, go Cats!
Go Cats, baby.
Go Cats!
Woo!